literally see her go, ugh, and she will respond like that. And if she's in sync with you, she will literally do that.
Can you say that again? Yeah, with this hand, you take what?
Okay, so imagine, and it could be the hand, it could be the mouth, it could be a foot. Like if she's standing at a bar with me, and if I touch her on the foot and say, imagine if this was that silky feeling, and I just touch that and it set off the first signal. She'll wiggle in her chair.
Are you using the word first signal? Or
No.
you're saying that let's say
Right.
you said it was her ear. You
Yes.
say, imagine this is your,
Right.
what would you say?
So
Your ear.
so the symbol that I gave her was
Silky.
silky feeling, right? So then I'll say, imagine if this was that silky feeling right on your ear. As I'm touching her on her foot, I'm totally taking over her signals and making them, connecting them to me. The symbol is already connected to me. I'm already the silky feeling. And we're probably 10 to 15 minutes into a conversation right here. She is giving me permission to go there. If she's not saying overtly no, she's saying please give me more. That's how I understand things to be. And if she says no, then it's okay. I can
Can you stop
move
doing
on.
that? Because I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Okay, so does that make sense? I mean, at this point, I'm taking the symbol that I took, and I'm taking it and shifting her awareness, but keeping it at the same level that she would do. So let's just, for example, say that she said, I get a buzz in my ears, butterflies, and then all of a sudden I can feel this heat rising on my chest. Let's say those are her signals.
Right.
So what I would do is say, so can you imagine if I had that silky feeling right here, and I show it to her, and then I reach up to her ear and say, and I don't say anything, but I just simply do that, she'll understand with her body what I'm doing, and she will just feel that thing.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, in other words, you've got these symbols that she gave you, these signals that she gave you that indicate her state of arousal.
Correct.
And you've already made her feelings of sexuality part of the symbol, part of that symbol that you control.
I'm connected
Right.
to that.
And so then you're giving her permission to feel the sexual energy or whatever as you, I guess, keynote her.
Right. I'm not giving her permission.
Right.
I'm simply taking her signals and using them in the sequence that she uses them.
Right.
So in effect, I'm hijacking her process to go to the place that she wants to go.
Right.
Remember,
And-
women
right.
women love sex. They enjoy it as much as we do. They just have to be way more careful than we do. They really do. But they love the sensuality and the chase and the essence of all that stuff. Does that make sense? Any questions
Yes.
on that particular stuff?
And you had to get to a certain level before you could start that, meaning you had to establish that she was interested in it, and
No.
you just kept escalating it.
I just started a conversation with someone.
Right, exactly.
Obviously, I have to be attracted to her. If I'm not attracted to her,
And she never, right, and she doesn't say no, she doesn't say, I'm not comfortable with this conversation. You then establish your symbol,
right,
and then get the information from her about her
right,
areas of erogenous.
her signals.
Yeah,
her signals,
her
right.
erogenous signals.
Right, because I don't want to go right into, imagine my finger sliding inside of you. That's
I see what you're crude.
yeah, very much so. And he would shut down anything that she has to give you.
It's amazing that after the way you do it, in the end you could be sliding, and she'd be enjoying it because you've emotionally attached that.
I have gotten her
Past her
process.
defenses.
Exactly. It's being in sync with her so that she gets what she wants
Oh yeah.
out of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So far, there's 4 elements. Again, 4 elements. I have to know what I want so that I can bring it out. I have to make her choose a symbol for that, connected to myself, and now I'm gonna control it. Right? So I got the silky feelings, and what if I take the silky feelings and throw them that way? And she's playing with me. Now she's like, no, don't throw them. Bring it back. I'm like, well, I'm going to walk them like the little dog. And she's totally into it. Because now we're at her level. We're playing a game. And they love games. This is how they create connections. Guys, you know, we shake hands. We're in. That's all. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. What's the first signal? Signal? I'll give you a signal, all right. But with them, oh yeah, here's what happens. And of course, in between all this, I'm a push-pull. Say, oh, you know, you and I would never get along. I mean, the way you're answering this question, I want you, one of your other friends.
Okay. So you're actually putting push-pull in that too. That's neat.
Totally.
Because it sets her. Well, she's more emotionally involved at that point, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we would," or probably, and then you can start using the.
I'm demonstrating higher value in her world. I'm demonstrating that I have a level of intelligence that she can learn from and that she can gain from. I'm not just, hey baby, what's up? Let's go to the bathroom. You know? I mean, that I'm not doing that. I'm totally being respectful of her. And at the same time, she's got these feelings rising within her, and she's got no idea what's going on. But she likes it. Because one of her selecting criteria is, what if a mystery guy walks up to me and we have an amazing conversation? And this is an amazing conversation to her. Okay?
All right. Because of the social aspect of it.
Because you're thinking sex, she's thinking connection.
Right. I'm trying to think through her brain.
You want to think through her brain.
She wants somebody who's very sociable. That, you know, obviously you know what you're doing.
Right. Exactly.
She's never run into anybody like you.
That's the idea. And if she has, you're taking that ID.
It's going to be, oh my God, it's the second one. I never thought I'd run into somebody like that.
That's right. She lost him
Especially
once.
if she missed the...
Yes, exactly. She lost him once, and now I'm right here in front of you again. What are you going to do? How are you going to handle this? Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
And then, of course, at this point, we're into the Pavlovian effect. Stimulus response. I do something, step away, come back. At this point, she's like really pushing her limits. I go to the restroom, or I go get a drink, or I make her go get me a drink. You know, just stimulus response, and just continue to push and push and push. And then at some point, I act like I'm walking away, and she'll say, well, who are you? And at that point, this just goes out the window, except for, remember that silk feeling? Yeah. Make sense?
What if it was a rose? How would you say it instead of silky feeling?
Well, if it's a rose, then I'd start playing with the rose, right? So when you look at this rose, what color is this rose? And what makes you pick yellow? I mean, I'm a romantic guy. I know that women love red roses. What makes it yellow? And she's got some kind of story behind it. Then I say, well, thank you for the rose. And then I take it away from her. And she's going, oh no, don't take it away from me. And then I'll say, one of my favorite ones to do is, you know, because of the society we live in, there is the natural woman, and then there is the woman that you have to show everybody else. Do you know what I mean? Every woman will say yes. And then I'll say, well, where, if you could point in your body, where the natural woman is, not the one that is socially acceptable, not the one that all your friends superficially know, but the real you, the real woman, where would you point to? And some, like, this is who I am. Some, their heart. Some, I mean, wherever they point. And depending on where I am in the process, I will take the rose or the silky feeling and say, if they've put on their chest, I said, you know, this feeling belongs and do it really slowly, right?